Understanding grammar and how to adapt and play with language is key to helping children develop as readers, writers and communicators. It's important that we ensure children have a strong grasp of the mechanics of the English language, while still finding reading and writing creative and fun. Helping children to understand and use different types of sentences will enable them to express themselves more clearly, while adding variety into their speech and written work. A sentence is a group of words which are grammatically connected to each other. At school, children will learn to be more specific about the different types of sentences they experience in reading and writing. They will come to be able to identify if the sentence is a statement, question, command, or exclamation. Your child will be taught that the purpose of the statement sentence is to share or declare information or an opinion. Most sentences we come across in the English language are statement sentences. For example, dinosaurs lived millions of years ago. Or, I live with my family on the North Kent coast. One way to practice statement sentences at home is to get your child to draw a picture of themselves or a friend, pet, toy or family member. Then ask your child to write a few statement sentences to accompany the image. This could also be done as an oral activity using superhero punctuation. Where do you live?
I live in Whitstable.
Very good. How old are you? Question mark.
I am 6 3/4 years old.
And how do you end that sentence? Yes, it's just a statement. Lovely. When we're asking for information, we use a question. The games children play every day can help them to develop their awareness of and ability to structure the different sentence types. Try playing a game of Guess the Pet with your child. Tell them that you're thinking of an animal that someone might keep as a pet, and challenge them to ask you questions to help them to identify the animal.
Does your pet have whiskers?
No, he doesn't have whiskers.
Is your pet a gecko?
No.
Does your pet live in a cage?
My pet doesn't live in a cage, but you're along the right lines.
Goldfish!
Yes! A rhetorical question is one where we already know the answer. For example, do you really expect me to eat this? Another type of question is a tag question. Tag questions are short questions that can be added on to the end of a statement. These are often used to check the other person understands or agrees. For example, you'd recommend this new toy, would you? A way of practicing tag questions is for your child to say a sentence and then you reply stating the tag at the end, and vice versa. Arlo, we are going to play a game. I want you to make some statements like this. Albie likes pizza. And then I am going to turn it into a question by adding what's called a tag question, because you add a little bit at the end. Can you say that? Albie likes pizza.
Albie likes pizza.
Albie likes pizza, does he?
I like eating fish and chips and burgers.
You like eating fish and chips and burgers, do you? Now, I'm going to do a statement. Can you turn it into a question for me? By adding a bit at the end. Did you see what I did? I like reading.
You like reading, do you?
Very good. What about Granny likes to cook?
Granny likes to cook, does she?
She likes to cook for you and Albie, doesn't she? A command sentence issues orders or instructions, such as, stop right there, or put the stamp on your letter and pop it in here, please. A fun game to play at home is to get one child to close their eyes or put a blindfold on, then put a toy or prize somewhere in the room. You or the other adults and children use commands to direct your child to the toy or prize. It is wise to keep an adult near the child so he or she stays safe. And I'm sure your child would enjoy playing being parent and bossing you around. Explain to your child that you will only act if they've given a command sentence. Simon Says is another great game to play to practice commands.
I practice it with Sergeant Major.
Do you want to say Sergeant Major says instead of Simon says? Would you prefer to do that?
Sergeant Major says, put your hand on your ear. Sergeant Major says, take your hand off your ear. Stick your finger in your ear.
Oh, you didn't say Sergeant Major says. Oh, very good, Arlo. An exclamation is used to express how strongly we feel about something. An exclamation mark can be added to the end of a statement, question, or command to show that something is said in an exclamatory way. But an exclamation sentence should start with a what or how phrase. For example, "What a great job you've done!" Try role-playing different scenarios with your child. For example, winning prizes at Sports Day with phrases such as, "What an amazing race! How fast you ran! What an awesome prize!" Encourage them to use superhero punctuation to signal an exclamation mark at the end of a sentence. When children feel a bit more confident with the different sentence types, play a game of superhero punctuation together. Challenge them to create statements, questions, commands, and exclamations orally, and ask them to use superhero punctuation to signal the punctuation needed at the end of each. Wow! Yes, exclamation mark. Oh no! Yes, that's right, exclamation mark. Where do you live? What a long day I've had! Yes, it's an exclamation. Do remember that sharing storybooks, fact books, cookery books, instruction manuals, comics, and all types of reading material is the best way for children to both enjoy reading, understand its purpose, and to experience different types of grammar naturally. That's why we're really keen to support our children reading at home. If you need help, always ask your child's teacher or use the internet. You'd be amazed at how much practical support you can find. It sounds obvious, but do be selective about where you draw your advice from. The Oxford OWL website uses the latest tips and advice from experts across a wide field of subjects in primary school and at home.